you still doing here? Aren't you going home?
Oh, well, Kayla's mother is coming for a conference tomorrow morning, and I just want to make sure everything's in order.
So, are you ready?
I guess.
What's wrong? The portfolio looks great.
Yes, I suppose. Well, I've done a few conferences before.
You know, Jen, I've watched you preparing for Kayla's conference for a long time, not just in the last few weeks. The first time you met Kayla's family, you started building a good relationship, and you've been doing that every day. You greet them by name. You pay attention to what they do and what they care about. You recognize the family's joys and sorrows, and you share information with them all the time. And I know how carefully you observe Kayla and all the children. You really know your kids, and that's a big part of getting ready for a conference. You make written observations. You collect their work. You take pictures that show their learning. And you organize and compile everything you've gathered.
I guess I have done a good job preparing for this.
Of course you have. But there may be one person you're forgetting in all of this.
Who?
The parent, Jessica. Tomorrow is a big day for her, too.
Kayla's mom is probably even more nervous than you are.
And here we are at Kayla's school.
She wants the very best for Kayla. It's practically impossible for any parent to feel she's doing a good enough job. And she's hoping that you will tell her that Kayla is smart and happy and well-behaved, and that you think well of her. She's maybe worried that you'll tell her Kayla is having problems. She knows Kayla so well, better than you do. After all, she's been with her night and day for 3 years. Jessica is the expert on Kayla, but now she's coming to see how you are going to evaluate the most important part of her life, her most critical work, her most personal effort. I never forgot what my professor told me. People don't send their children to school, they send their egos to school. No wonder she's nervous.
So, how was traffic today?
It was horrible. Traffic is backed up, and it took me longer than normal to get here today.
Well, thank you so much for coming today. I've been looking forward to meeting with you.
Is everything okay? Is Kayla doing okay in school?
Yes, she's doing fine. Why do you ask?
Well, I know when I was in high school, my mom got called in, and I'm just a little worried because when my mom got called in for these conferences, I remember it's because I wasn't doing my work or I skipped class. And boy, did I get in trouble for that.
Oh, no, nothing like that. I just wanted to have this conference to get to know you a little bit better and to get to know Kayla a little bit better.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Kayla was doing something wrong.
Oh no, I really enjoyed getting to know Kayla these past few weeks, and I just wanted to share with you what I've observed her doing here in school, and I just wanted to, share that with you and find out more about how she is at home.
Oh, great. That sounds great.
Now, I really want to know if you have any questions about what we do here at school. I know that you're the expert on Kayla. And if you have any questions, please feel free to chime in, especially if I may seem off base. One thing I was wondering about is Kayla's eating habits, whether she's eating enough at school. She's such a tiny child. Are you worried? I mean, is there something that we could be doing to help her eat?
I noticed it's been a problem for us too, and I noticed that when she was a toddler that we tried to hurry her too much, and what I realized or what I found out is if I gave her enough time, then she would usually eat enough, but she's pretty slow, and I know she can graze for an hour.
I've noticed that too. And last week at breakfast, she was eating waffles, and story time began. And when story time was finished, she was still at the table eating.
Oh yeah, she never eats when something's going on. Sometimes I notice that if I give her food before the rest of us sit down, and that way it gives her enough time to sit there and talk and pick and eat while the rest of us are still eating.
Great, that's an idea. I'll try giving her more time, and I'll let you know how that works out. Now, do you have any questions for me?
No, not really. I was wondering. Well, maybe. I really like the fact that Kayla loves to play and how happy she is here. But I was just wondering. Do you think she'll be ready for kindergarten? Because I know that my niece is had gone to CompuKid preschool, and how well she did there, and I was just kind of wondering if Kayla if she was gonna be ready, if she's prepared.
I'm so glad you asked. Kayla is an eager learner. She's very creative. She loves to read. She loves to talk, and she enjoys playing with other friends. And she's a great problem solver. I believe these are the most important things, and that's what I've learned over time. When she listens for story time, she's learning about reading. When she pretend writes, for example, she's learning about reading and writing. When she plays with other friends,